Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 2021 Land Rover Range Rover Velar P400 HSE. Thank you to Jaguar Land Rover of Calgary, Alberta for letting us borrow this vehicle. If you're interested in this or anything else on their extensive lot, the link to their website is right below that like button. Alright, so like always, let's start with what is underneath the hood. Now, Land Rover did officially stop making the SV Autobiography Velars, which did give you the most powerful engine at that time. But since that is no longer available for brand new models, we have the next best thing, the 3-liter turbocharged and supercharged inline 6, which gives you 395 horsepower and 405 pound-feet of torque, which leads to a 0 to 60 time of 5.5 seconds, which is pretty respectable. And it's not bad at all. I'll throw the specs up for you. Be sure to pause that video and you'll see exact details if you're curious. If not, let's keep moving along. Next, let's move on to the exterior. Now, you can get a plethora of paint options for pretty much any Jaguar and Land Rover products. We have the base Fuji white color, which is a solid white paint. It is free. You can get a lot more paint options though. And I've got to say, I love the color options as well. And like most Jaguars as well, the most expensive paint job you can get is almost 10,000 Canadian dollars here. And if you want that same paint color in a matte version, add another $3,000. Along with the exterior paint job, we also have the R Dynamic Black exterior package, which once again takes away all the chrome and gives you the 2021 stereotypical trend of having everything blacked out. The headlights are a premium LED setup with Range Rover's signature DRL. They look stunning. I love the shape, and we all recognize those Range Rover headlights whenever we see them. The black housing is awesome in them as well. The grille is something that you're going to be probably used to seeing by now, especially if you are into Land Rover products. Ours also has the upgraded heated windshield and some venting down below. Overall though, the front end is very striking. It's very sharp. It looks great from any angle. This thing gets you looks no matter where you go. Now the side view is an interesting look. It's supposed to be that coupe-like SUV that you've seen from Mercedes and Porsche and BMW. This is kind of what the Velar was supposed to be. They're like coupe-ified SUV, but to be honest with you, it looks more like a regular SUV than any of those other models. I know, hard to explain, okay, but we get a subtle little badge on the side. Unusual location. We get that black strip that connects to the rear taillights inspired off of the Range Rover. Overall though, the side view is probably one of the best, in my opinion, out of all the options that I just said. A great competitor would probably be the Macan. Other than that, though, it looks better than most of the competition out there, in my opinion. Our Velar has the upgraded 22-inch gloss black wheel package. The standard is a 21-inch for the P400 if you get that. And honestly, I think that 21-inch in a gunmetal gray does look better. We have the added black roof rails up top, also an extra, and a very clean side profile with those flush door handles. Every time it's locked, those handles are in. Every time it is unlocked, the handles are out. Overall though, once again, it continues that great looking exterior from any angle. Moving on to the rear, we get full LED taillights. Everything is dark as well. It looks great. The lettering in between the taillights is blacked out as well. Traditional Range Rover styling. Everything else is just striking. It looks really nice. This one does have the exhaust trim in the rear bumper, which is kind of a gloss black rear diffuser-ish kind of look. We also get a little we get a tow hitch receiver, which is an extra as well, by the way. Even though I don't think I've seen any new Range Rovers tow anything in my life yet. But since we're at the back here and this is the best engine, let's take a listen to that exhaust. All right, so that exhaust sounded pretty nice. While we're at the back, let's also open up this tailgate so I can show you how much room we have. Once you open up this power tailgate, you have a roomy, and I mean it when I say roomy, 34 cubic feet behind that second row. The materials used are great. It's just nice and spacious. And once you fold down that second row, if you need more space, by the way, you'll get 70 cubic feet, which when I heard these numbers initially, I was kind of shocked because everything else typically has a less than this. For example, the Porsche Macan with the second row up has 17 cubic feet behind that second row. And this has double in the same space area, which is pretty crazy to think about. So if you need your space and you like rolling in style, this might be for you. All right, so before officially talking about the interior, because the one that we're showing you has a lot of added options, I'm going to throw up the specs right now and all the added features as well in Canadian pricing for you to see. So make sure you pause that if you really want to know. Our Velar is finished in a lovely black premium leather. We have leather on the dashboard, the door panels, the seats, the center armrests. Every P400 HSE also gets front heated and cooled seats. There are 20-way power adjustable. That's right, 20-way. Front passengers, both of them, also are memory seats and massaging seats. But if you wanted rear heated seats, you would have to pay an extra $500, which we have in ours. Ours also has that base aluminum veneer, which I personally love. And also, once again, you have a plethora of options. If you don't like that, you can always get wood finishes or carbon fiber, whatever you like. Ours also includes a 4-zone climate control, part of the hot climate package, which also has the air quality sensor, cabin air ionization, and a lockable cooled glove box for another $950. Moving on to the center console, just like the Jaguars, we don't have that rotary wheel anymore for your transmission selector, which is awesome. We get this electronic shift lever. It's great to the touch. It feels great in the hand. Beside that, we have a coverable cup holder area where you push that Land Rover button in and the cup holder area will open up for you. Moving further down south, we have another cup holder with a small storage compartment. And if we move further down south, open up that center console, we have very tiny space in that center console, but we do have some USBs and a 12-volt. The steering wheel got updates, and we have a nice perforated and full leather finish on ours. Nice stitching along the airbag. It feels great in the hands. Good materials as well. And we have these authentic metal paddle shifters, which are super nice to grab a hold of. The buttons on the steering wheel, though, they are my favorite because of the fingerprint magnets that they are, but they're cool. I mean, they show different information based on what options you have selected on the screen. Moving behind the steering wheel, we have a high resolution 12.3-inch display that's really configurable, and you could have the whole map showing here if you want. It's all up to you. And if you want a heads-up display for an extra $1,100, you can get that too, which ours has. All right, so the meat and potatoes of this infotainment system, we also have the updated software, which is just done on all 2021 JLR products. Much better than the previous year. So this 10-inch screen's UI is also sharpened up a bit and looks much better. The map is great as well. Of course, by now, we expect the majority of new cars to have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This one does have that, and it's standard. You don't have to pay extra. What a surprise. We also have a high resolution backup camera with a 360 camera and a great sounding 3D surround sound audio system by Meridian. The lower screen, another 10-inch unit, controls your climate and driving modes. Now I get that Land Rover wants the best, high quality, and most unique interiors, but I'm just not sure how useful this tech is compared to your trustworthy hard buttons. In my opinion, that would be much better, and they would be more reliable, which will help bring JLR's reputation and reliability up as well, as people understand that they typically aren't the most reliable vehicle out there. But in my opinion, I think that would also make everything more simple, as this can probably get overwhelming for a lot of people, as this is a lot of new tech to learn, which a lot of other cars, some of them have it like this, some of them don't, but the majority of them are more simple. But overall, once you do get it, you will get used to it after a week. Now jumping into the second row, we get the same great quality seats and door panel materials with great finishes to them. You can move the seat back and forth, recline them at least, with this really old school looking buttons. As Doug DeMuro said, this probably came out of an old Ford. And for those of you who don't know, I am 6'1", and if you're new, welcome. Thank you for joining. Hopefully that helps you get an idea of rear space. Once I jump in, I have pretty good leg room. I can put my feet beneath those front seats pretty far in, so that's awesome. Headroom is great too. Because of the shape of this thing, I have lots of space. A panoramic roof up top. Because of the special interior package that we get, we also have this suede ebony headliner, which is awesome. It's super relaxing back here. The stitching is great. Materials is great. In the center console, we do have our climate control options. And remember, this one has that climate package, which gives us 4-zone climate control. And we have heated seat controls back here too. We also have a 12-volt below that, but no USBs. Once again, I've been saying this for a while. I wish JLR would start putting more USBs in the back seats, and that would be pretty much, I think, all that we really need. It would also be really nice to have cooled seats back here too for the money you're paying. But other than that, that's about it for the interior. Lastly, let's go for our drive. All right, so we're gonna do our driving dynamics. I have the sun just hitting me in the face. I'm blinded by the lights, but let's do a quick acceleration test. We're gonna put this in dynamic mode. Let's get the holds off there. Are you ready, Jimmy?
Yep.
Are you ready? Give it a little brake jolt. Okay, hopefully you heard that. We do have the most powerful engine in the 2021 model year Velar. Super fun. The aggressiveness and the pull when you go from stop to quick acceleration is pretty good. Now I'm in comfort mode, so now it's just more day-to-day driving, which most of the people that are going to buy this are probably going to be doing. They're not coming on the track every single day. I'm not sure if you would take this on the track. It'd be lots of precautions you would have to take, but in comfort mode, acceleration is still great. The air suspension that's on here is pretty good at leveling out bumps as well. You know, really responsive steering as well. You can use a little bit more feel, but obviously we're in comfort mode as well. Once you're in dynamic mode, you do get more feel in the steering wheel of how your wheels are making more contact with the ground. Visibility wise, the window up front it's super wide and lets in lots of visibility. I can see lots. The mirrors are great as well. Lots of side view. The third, the blind spot for your right side is more difficult to see, and because we're higher up, it's tough to see lower cars if you do have to change lanes. But we also have our blind spot information on our mirror as well. So that is definitely helpful. Overall, though, it's not too bad. Once you're gonna have to really reach out to see. But yeah, other than that, though, I don't really have anything I could say really. I was driving a F-Pace today, the P300s, and that, in my opinion, felt less refined than this. The way that you would give gas, even from a stop, that would be kind of jerky. Once you go from a stop to a go, this, you don't feel that. It's kind of more smooth in a way. It really just lifts up that front end because all that power it has, for one, but it just feels more refined to me, which I thought it would have been the opposite, but I know they're both really, premium quality and luxury brands. So this one has everything. You pick the 400D model, 400P model, sorry. You get your heated and cooled seats, your heated steering wheel, massaging seats as well. So everything's just, it's comfortable, man. Like these pillows right here on the back of my head, like whenever I put my head on the back, it's just so comfortable. I can just relax and sleep, but you don't want to do that, obviously. And there we have it. End of the video. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it that you stayed this long and watched. Let me know what you think about this Velar. Do you like it? Do you not like it? I'll be down in the comments waiting for you to comment. Thank you to Jimmy for helping out. And without further ado, I'll see you in the next one.